Even in the biggest fires, they're mostly low and moderate intensity, where most of the trees survive, especially the mature trees. But there's always a percentage, usually 20, 25%, sometimes 30, usually less, that burns at high intensity. And that's where the wind is really driving the fire, and it's hot, dry, windy conditions, and the fire burns more intensely and kills most or all the trees. Well, for many, many years, people assumed that that was harmful to the forest. It was bad for the ecology. It destroyed or damaged or wildlife habitat. What we know now, and there's hundreds of studies that have been published on this, mostly in the last 15 years, it's actually one of the most ecologically important and biodiverse and valuable of all forest habitat types. We call it snag forest habitat. Not only do you have this incredible abundance and richness of plant and animal species, but many of the plants and animals that you find in snag forests have evolved over millions of years to depend primarily on snag forest habitat. It turns out snag forest habitat is comparable to old growth forest in terms of wildlife abundance and diversity. These are ecological treasures. They're incredibly important habitats for cavity nesting species, for woodpeckers, for bluebirds, for chipmunks. Spotted owls go out of their way to forage in the snag forest habitat because of all the snags, which are standing dead trees, and down logs, and all the regenerating conifers and shrubs, which is great habitat for their small mammal prey species. That heterogeneity is what gives you the conditions that's so great for biodiversity and so great for a lot of imperiled species like the spotted owl that we're used to thinking of as being threatened by fire, but it turns out that they're really threatened by commercial thinning, which degrades their nesting and roosting habitat, and by post-fire logging, which removes and degrades their post-fire foraging habitat.